There is a palpable spirit in this city that is bizarre. I'll tell you what actually made me want to come here in the first place to film a movie about the city, and that's I had a screening of the original Lemonade back in December, and the room was filled with people who had just lost their job or were about to lose their job. Big ad agency in town has announced it was closing in the beginning of the year, so everyone had was basically, dead men walking, dead people walking, and Detroit's a little optimistic, and I was worried they were all going to think that's not the real world, this is Pollyanna, and I was going to get shit thrown at me. But they didn't. They actually fully and wholeheartedly sort of embraced this ideal of turning this crappy situation that you've been handed and doing something great with it. And when they would come up and share their stories and they would share their optimism, and it just took me aback. And I thought that had to be something deeper. Claire Nelson, who started the Bureau of Urban Living here in Detroit, moved from Brooklyn to come here and actually moved into Cass Corridor, opened a store in Cass Corridor, and moved into the loft space above her store. And there wasn't really anything around at the time. Not if you were going to pick the safest place to live in Detroit. She probably is on the other spectrum of that. And here she is. More stores have moved in, and people are walking around the city. People are having conversations now, and she's actually creating change. She's actually doing it. It's not just talking about it. It's not just having an idea about it. She's just humanizing that ideal for me when I see it and when I talk to people who do it. They become my heroes pretty quickly. And then there's Chaz Miller, who spoke at length about his experience in Detroit and how something tragic that happened to him didn't make him want to run away. It didn't make him shy away from the city. It actually resolved him to to make a difference here in one way or another. Chaz got carjacked and almost died. He was beaten to within an inch of his life, and he said after that, he's like, I got to do something. I got to make a difference here. Like, who does that? Right? Who gets beaten to within an inch of his life and doesn't want to move? Somebody told me one time when I was having a struggle. Just being an independent filmmaker is not easy. And I've had a couple of instances where I had to put mortgage payments on credit cards. Wasn't really sure how I was going to pay for my daughter's school, and somebody tweeted to me and said, it's always darkest just before the light. And I think the light is starting to get a little brighter in Detroit.